Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your boy, Cos Reps Corner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's a corner. In today's video, I really wish to thank everyone who has reached out to me and asked me, Cos Rep, we are still waiting for you. You know, I am blessed with people who want to know my analysis and to know what I have to say about a particular situation, and I'm very proud having you guys around. I'm sorry I've not done this, but it's never late. It's better late than never, as somebody told me. In today's video, I will be talking about our late songwriter, singer, talking about MOHBAD. Some persons will say MOHBAD. His name is Oladimeji Aloba, aka MOHBAD. He's from the western part of Nigeria, and he passed on the 12th of September at the age of 27. He's just a young guy who is trying to get up in the music industry. So I'll be talking about him. But as I'm talking about him, I want to talk about him in this regards. Look at them. I'll be talking about him in this regards, in this 7 heading. You can see the 7 heading here. I'll be talking about him on this regard, as in using this subtopic to talk about it. I'm giving it an analysis, a general analysis. I will try and be fast because I don't know how many minutes this video is going to take. I'm trying to give a summary of what really transpired or what is going on. So watch out for these topics, these subtopics, as I start my analysis. Number one, like you saw there, who is MOHBAD? Like I said, MOHBAD is Aloba Oladimeji, who is from the western part of Nigeria, and he passed on the 12th of September 2023 at the age of 27. Unfortunately, he has a wife who is just 24 years of age, and his wife just gave birth to a baby who happens to be about 6 months thereabout. So that's MOHBAD. MOHBAD is a musician, like you all know, a songwriter who works under that will now bring me to number 2, who works under a Nigerian artist known as Naira Marley. Okay, Naira Marley happens to be his boss. Both of them had done a lot of things. Naira Marley signed him under the name or the crew name Malian Records, and they have been both together for some time. But there is this speculations that there are some things that went wrong that we who are outside didn't know. Okay, so that's what brings me to the music industry. The music industry is a place that is very, very toxic. Sorry to say, mainly that of the one in Nigeria. Sorry to say, but that's the truth. Few days ago in my short, I shared a conflict between P Square and Medi. I don't know if you have seen. If you have not seen that short, check. It's on my page, both on social media, on my social media platform. You will see this issue. It came up again few days ago, and I shared it. That industry is full of toxic people who are already there and don't want you to climb. You understand? People who God has taken to a particular stage and feels that yes, nobody needs to go to where they have been to. That's what the industry, mainly that of the one in Nigeria, is. And when I say this music industry is toxic, it's because most of them who claim to be friends, family, relations, close associates are all embedded. They all know what is going on in that scenario. They all know what is going on in that field. Let me tell you, family members of MOHBAD will not tell Nigerians or tell the world that their son never complained to them, or they did not notice any form of abuse given to him by Naira Marley record or Naira Marley record, as the case may be. They will not say they did not know. Now, what about his colleagues, his friends? The videos we have seen online goes a long way to show that the issue between him and his boss, Naira Marley, has been there for long. Now, somebody will now ask this question: what stopped them from helping him before he passed on? You understand my question? What stopped these people from coming out and say, Naira Marley, this thing you are doing to this young boy is wrong, please, can you change? They did not say anything about this young man until he finally gave up the ghost. Now, talk about, let me use a similar scenario to give example. Who remember this woman? Do you remember her? I think she passed on at the age of 42, if I'm not mistaken. I know we are trying to forget about her, but do you remember her? If you hear this woman's songs, you will know that yes, she was crying for help. But yes, nobody said anything about her until her husband did what he did and she beard RIP. That was when people like, in quote, our pastor, Dr. Mrs. Paul Eneche, came and said, we didn't know. Our colleague, look at him, Frank, came and said he knew, but the lady had told him not to talk. It was after this woman had passed before Frank Edwards, this Frank you are seeing now came out and said he was aware. She complained to him, but told him not to say it out so that the shame will not engulf her or will not cover her. It was after she passed on that he came out to say it. The person who she sings in church, she sings in his church every Sunday, also denied not knowing anything. After she has passed, people are started looking for justice. Why are Nigerians like this? Why are we like this? You did not see anything to do when the person was still with you. The person has finally gone. It's now you are posting videos of where he was seen having issues with Naira Marley, where he was seen being assaulted, where he was seen being embarrassed. You didn't post this video as at when it happened. You didn't tell the world that this guy is passing under some threat from the boss Naira Marley. Nigerians, please be aware. The world, be aware. Now we are mourning because why? This very young, cute guy of 27, and his senior, is gone. He didn't die natural death. He didn't pass on naturally. He was assaulted, abused, and everything you can say about it. But yet, those persons who called themselves family member, mainly that his father, that his eyes like that of his heart, that his father. Then the mother, the sister, or the brothers, and the family members and colleagues didn't even know. And come to think about it, this Mohbad's father, there are some questions we need to ask. Me, I don't look at faces, so I'm sorry if I'm going to touch, if I've touched people you like. In my video, I touch everybody. This is a review, my own review. If you say I've watched the father, two of his video, you could see that the man himself is contradicting himself. Oh, English will not kill me. The man is contradicting himself. He will say one thing here, he will say another thing here. If you have seen his video, go and watch it. I don't want to share it here. You know, I'm still trying to avoid issues with YouTube and other social media platforms. Currently, I have issues with social media platforms, like two. So I'm trying to avoid what I will say or post to be in trouble. Do you understand? So that's why I'm not posting those videos. Yeah, I would have showed you so that you hear what the man said. At a point, you cannot phantom. Oh, English will not kill me. You cannot take anything out of that video the father of Mohbad did. So the father also, for me, is a suspect. Sorry to say. The mother, I don't really know her. The wife who gave birth, who just newly gave birth, should not also be left out. For now, as Mohbad is now a corpse, a dead body, everybody around him should be a suspect. That brings me now to what the government is doing. Like we know, like we have seen, the government have asked for his body to be exhumed. Because why? The father buried him just, I think, a day after, maybe 2 days after. After all, they are Muslim. By the Muslim religion, you have to bury your dead one at least within 24, 42, 48 hours, if I'm not mistaken. But I believe it's 24, 48 hours. Within those range, your dead person is not going to stay on earth above a day, which means a day, the next day you bury, or the next day you bury, like that. That was why I feel the father buried him like that. Now, the government has entered because they have not seen that we are not really happy as youth of Nigeria. There have been protests everywhere. People are complaining. People are fighting. People are trying to know what is going on. We have had so much issues on the social media platform. So many videos have come out. So many voice records have come out. Now, that's why I still ask that question. Why didn't you bring all those things you are bringing now? Must you allow us to lose him first before you start bringing them? Now, the government has said, let us exhume him and then do an autopsy. And I was very surprised to hear that the police, look at the statement, the policeman, the police spokesperson affirmed that the autopsy have been completed, that they are waiting result. Please, if you know you have encountered or had autopsy, is it done within hours or weeks? Look at what he said. Look at it. He said it, that the autopsy have been carried out. They are waiting for result. How can it be that fast to conduct an autopsy for a dead person, a person who has stayed days under the ground? Conduct an autopsy for that person, and immediately the result is about to come out. I am a science inclined graduate. By God's grace, I read biochemistry. And in sciences, if something is still fresh, it is quite easier for you to get the end result, because the person is still alive. That's what I mean by fresh. When the person has passed on, most of these dead cells cannot stay more than a week. They will start dying. Do you understand? So how come now the government the government have gone to exhume him, and now they are telling us that yes, they have done the test, they are waiting result? I saw this today and I was really shocked to the bone. I saw this message today and I was, wow, so soon. Even somebody who shared it talking about Tunde Ednut, where I saw it there, Tunde Ednut was even asking doctors who we are around to please tell us how many days or weeks it takes for an autopsy result to come out. But the police confirmed, affirmed, ascertained that yes, the autopsy has been done. They are awaiting result. So I have been able to touch some few parts. I've not been able to be coming as it is because, like I said, I'm a very busy person as at now. But like I said, immediately I'm through what I'm doing, I will come for a live stream where we can discuss issues like somebody have said. Now, to conclude this whole issue of Mohbad and his passing, the final question I want to ask: who or which people or which group of people deleted or by Mohbad? I'll ask again, which person or which group of persons or which group of people deleted or Mohbad? Now, I want to say it without looking back. There are some persons that should be asked questions, and I am not a police officer, neither am I in the force, but based on my science inclined ability, you know, in science we gather facts and we write in theory, then we practicalize it to show if we are wrong or right. I believe the police have gathered a lot of facts, but for me, I believe some persons should be called, because as at now, Naira Marley and his friend, the other guy they called, as at now, they are still legally innocent until proven guilty by a competent court of law. Sorry to say, but that's the truth. Naira Marley and the other fair man with beards that they are calling, I don't want to mention his name, I just want to mention Naira Marley. Naira Marley and the other man, they might be guilty, but it's not proven yet until it is certified by a competent court of law. So Naira Marley is a suspect from me. The other man also is suspect. Mohbad's colleague in the Naira Marley entity, they all should be suspects. Naira Marley's father should be there. Then Naira Marley's wife should also be there. I am not a police officer, like I said. I just gave a summary of what I feel. And if, like I said, I've explained it. Why I mentioned Naira Marley, why I mentioned his father, why I mentioned his wife, why I mentioned his colleagues, and why I mentioned everybody that is close to him. Because why? They will not say they didn't know or didn't hear or didn't see that Naira Marley was passing through some physical assault from Naira Marley or from colleagues from the Naira Marley brand. I hope I have made a point. So guys, that's all I've come here to say. I want to thank all of us for always watching my content. Thank you so much for the encouragement. I am really passing through a lot of trying times. Thank you so much for those persons who have checked up on me, who have tried to call, who have sent in messages. I'm very grateful. I hope to bounce back soon. Just put me in your prayers, and I believe I will be there soon. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the care. I don't take it for granted. No, I don't, because I appreciate when you show me love. Till I come your way next time, till you see me your screen, guys. Let us in this particular video wish our brother MOHBAD internal arrest, while we try to get the perpetrators of this heinous crime. This man is too young to pass through such pain before he passed on. If you had seen videos, you will know what I'm talking about. I have seen videos. That was one of the reasons I didn't want to talk about it before. But somebody wrote me today and said, why will that comment come when the police officer said they have done the test, they are waiting for result of an autopsy? We are both inclined, we are both science inclined, and she said it is not true. I think autopsy should be 2 weeks plus. Why is the rush? And I said we'll have to talk about it so that we can know what next to do. Thank you so much once again for always coming. Till I come away next time, till you see me in your screen, guys. I leave all of us in peace.